You're looking at moving to North Gwinnett, but you're stuck between these two cities. So listen up. You could be making a $160,000 mistake if you're not careful. On one side, you have Suwanee, the gold standard. On the other, Sugar Hill, the rising star. They are literally right next to each other, but they are not the same. Today, I am breaking down the real differences: home prices, taxes, the mailing address mix-up you don't want to miss, and the one factor that will affect your everyday life, your commute. Let's dive in. Let's start with the market. Right now, the average home price in Suwanee is around $687,000. In Sugar Hill, you're looking at $527,000. That's your $160K difference. In Suwanee, you're paying for brand, polished, established, and historically strong appreciation rates. In Sugar Hill, you're getting more house for your money. But that gap is closing as the city continues to grow. And that brings up something that can get very confusing in this area: the mailing address mix-up. Just because a home says Suwanee or Sugar Hill doesn't mean you're actually inside the incorporated city limits. A lot of homes are in Unincorporated Gwinnett County. If you're outside those city limits, you do not get the same services like city police or certain amenities. So yes, you could save a little on taxes whenever you live in Unincorporated Gwinnett County. But how much are we actually talking? If you're inside the city limits, you're paying a city tax on top of your county and school taxes. Think of it like a membership fee for the amenities. In Suwanee, the millage rate or tax rate is about 4.93. On that average $687,000 home, that's roughly $1,350 more in taxes that you're paying per year. That's because Suwanee runs more like a full-service city. Dedicated police, top-tier parks, very well maintained. In Sugar Hill, the rate is closer to 3.5. On that average $527,000 home, you're looking at around $737 extra in taxes per year. Sugar Hill leans more on Gwinnett County services, which keeps costs lower while they continue to build the city. So you're saving roughly $600 in annual taxes at Sugar Hill. Outside of the tax difference, what does it actually cost to live here day to day? Groceries, gas, utilities are all pretty similar across the board. Where you'll feel the difference is your mortgage, your property taxes, and HOAs, where that makes sense. When you're looking for the perfect house, be sure to pay super close attention to HOA fees, especially in Suwanee's gated communities. Those are more like luxury estates, and community association fees can get very steep. So check the amenities list and what they'll cost you before you fall in love with the house. Now, we still have to cover commute and which of these is a better long-term investment. But if you're sitting there right now thinking, Corinne, I need to see these neighborhoods in person, I've got you covered. Drop a comment below with the word map, and I'll send you the best hidden gem neighborhoods in North Gwinnett based on what is most important to you. And while you're there, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of these city deep dive videos. Okay, you have to know, what does a typical Saturday look like? In Suwanee, you're probably starting off your Saturday at the Suwanee Greenway. It's miles of paved trails connecting neighborhoods to the town center. Now by noon, Town Center Park is typically pretty packed, especially on pretty days. You've got the splash pad going for the kids. People are grabbing lunch and eating picnics at Mellow Mushroom, Tequila Mama's, plenty of options there. Also, Suwanee is the king of festivals. Every September, you have Suwanee Fest, and it is a massive 2-day celebration with hundreds of vendors. In the spring, you have the Suwanee Arts Festival. It's polished, it's crowded, it feels like a big community block party. In Sugar Hill, a typical Saturday here usually is going to start around the East Center. You may start by grabbing some coffee at the Rushing Trading Co., or Starbucks, then head to the gym or go to the community theater right there on Main Street. There's a big open lawn, the Bowl, which is a stunning amphitheater, and a rooftop bar for later at night where they have live music most weekends. On Saturday night, you may join that rooftop bar, or there could be some major acts over at the Bowl, the Comrades, Bret Michaels, right in your backyard. And don't forget, they have festivals too. There's the Sugar Rush in October. It's their big significant arts festival where you really see the sweet city spirit come alive. Suwanee feels like a park with a city, while Sugar Hill feels like a city with a stage. Suwanee has basically won the logistics game. With the opening of Town Center on Main and the Delay Nature Park, they have successfully connected Old Town to the modern center. Parking is a dream. There are plenty of spaces and pedestrian flow is all figured out. Sugar Hill is a bit of a hard hat zone right now. Between Highway 20 widening and the brand new pedestrian bridge, getting around can be a headache. And finding parking, not so easy. So in Suwanee, you're buying the finished masterpiece. In Sugar Hill, you're buying the before picture. Once that orange cone construction clears though, that $527K average home prices, they're gonna go up. Now, let's talk schools. Both cities feed into strong Gwinnett County schools, including North Gwinnett High and Lanier High clusters. But here's where people do get tripped up. Not every Suwanee address goes to North Gwinnett. Some feed into Peachtree Ridge or Collins Hill. So you cannot rely on the city name for you to verify which school you're going to. You really need to look at that before you make an offer on a house. Then of course, there's your daily routine, the commute. If you're working in Atlanta, Midtown, Buckhead, Suwanee usually has the advantage. You are physically closer to I-85. But if you are a Lake Lanier person, or you work in Cumming or the Georgia 400 Tech Corridor, Sugar Hill may make more sense. Keep in mind that in Georgia, it's not just the distance, it's how many stoplights are between you and the highway. So which one is actually the better long-term move? Suwanee is stable, proven. You're buying into something that's already arrived. Sugar Hill is the growth play. New development and expanding infrastructure. That's where you could see more upside in equity. One quick reality check. Neither of these cities is for everyone. If you want nightlife or a true urban feel, move to Midtown. These are suburban to their core. And if you hate construction, Sugar Hill will frustrate you for the next year or two. So here's the bottom line. Choose Suwanee if you want gold standard, a smooth Atlanta commute, and a fully built out luxury lifestyle. Choose Sugar Hill if you want more house for your money, better access to the lake, and you're willing to ride out the growth. If you're trying to decide between the two, I can help you map out exactly where you should be looking. My info is in the description. I'll see you in the next one.